Okay, so we are recording. If you guys can't, so I'm going to be reading different pieces out of the book. I won't go into super depth about each section unless you guys want me to, okay? So let me mute everybody. Okay, can you guys all hear me? Okay. So I'm gonna draw basically this pyramid to show you guys. Okay, so I want to make sure I can actually. So it's basically success in the business and how to utilize this pyramid with your team and future coaches, okay? So the first box is competitive greatness. Can you guys even see this? Yes? Okay, competitive greatness is the first box, okay? Now on the sides of competitive greatness right here, you have patience, and then this side you have faith. And don't worry, I'm going to explain everything to you guys. I just want you guys to kind of have a mental picture of what I'm talking about. Now the next section, you're going to split it into two sections. This is poise. And this one's going to be confidence. Sorry, I'm no teacher. I'm like blocking everybody. Okay. Now the next section is going to be split into three sections. This is condition, skill, and team spirit. Okay. Now the fourth section is going to be split into four sections. And you're going to have self-control, alertness, intuitive, and then intentness. And then the last, I don't know if you guys can see the last section. I'll move the computer down. This is why I need to get the slide presenter so you guys don't have, I don't have to keep using this. So the first box is going to be industrious, then friendship, loyalty, cooperation, and enthusiasm. Okay, so let me just move this real quick. Okay, so that's basically the pyramid of success and what he's utilized throughout his coaching career. You guys can look him up too. He is one of the best coaches. Okay. So I'm kind of going to read a lot out of this book because I want to keep his words because I absolutely love what he says. But this is basically the foundation of how to become that leader you want to become, how to motivate your future team or the team that you're already creating, and what you kind of want to help, I guess, position your traits, your characteristics, how you want to position yourself as a leader on the team. So let's start with the five characteristics at the bottom. And this is basically how he presents the mold to building a great foundation for your team, not obviously just in basketball, but in your business as well, and what we do. The first one, industriousness, work hard, worthwhile things come only through hard work. And I'm going to get more detail in a second. The next one, friendship. So how we all have that team atmosphere and the friendships we're creating, right? Mutual esteem, respect, create great bonds of strength. If you don't have that, your team is going to fall apart. Loyalty to yourself and to those depending upon you. Obviously, our team, once again, the people we surround ourselves with every single day. And building that loyalty with the people you're speaking with every single day, the people you're forming for your future team. Cooperation. Be interested in finding the best way, not in having your own way. So be open-minded, especially when you guys do start creating a bigger team. I always ask you guys for input. I always want you guys to add things in the team page. Obviously, like, this is all of our team. This is not just my team. I want us all working together. Obviously, this can't happen unless we're all unified. We're all helping push for that one goal together. So enthusiasm, you must truly enjoy what you are doing. If you just want to do this for money, then you're not in the right business. If you just want to do this, obviously it's for fitness and health, but it's kind of, you want to kind of have that excited feeling that you are bettering yourself, you're growing yourself. With that, you're growing other people, you're helping other people. That's the main purpose of what we're doing. If you don't have that, you're not going to succeed. And with that, financial freedom will come, what you want to achieve. Like, so for instance, I want to obviously build my dream home. I want to be able to travel with my family and be able to take Hayden on vacations I wasn't able to go on to and let her experience the world. Obviously, though, you need money for that, especially with a whole family. So those are things that will come in time, but the whole point is be passionate about what you're doing. Okay, so those are the 5 building blocks to the first part of building your success. And I'll go into more after. So the next 4. So the first one is self-control. So patience. Oh, sorry, not patience. Practice self-discipline and keep emotions under control. So, for example, when I have someone go inactive or somebody quit on me, my first reaction, you can ask Becca, my first reaction, or Teresa, I get so upset and I get mad and I get discouraged, and that's just on my mind all day. And lately I figured out a way to kind of control it. Like, it's not for them. It's not what they want to do. I have to move past that, and I need to find people, right, that want this, and they see the bigger picture, and they believe in themselves, they believe in this team, and they want to better everyone's life. This is an amazing gift we can give to people. You literally can control the healthy lifestyle, the people that they surround themselves with. Like my dad now, he's getting super healthy. Obviously, if I didn't get into this, he would still have really high blood pressure and high cholesterol and be overweight. Like, those are the things that I love about what I'm doing. So, sorry, I'll try not to go off tangent, but self-control in this business is key, because you don't want to have that negative mindset where it triggers throughout the rest of your day. So try to stay positive in your business. Alertness. Be observant and eager to learn and improve. If you are not teachable in this business, if you're not teachable with the team, and if you're not willing to do personal development, you're not going to ever be able to grow yourself. And you're not going to be able to help your future team or the team that you already created if you aren't teachable and you're not willing to learn and improve every single day. The top coaches still go to seminars. The top coaches still do personal development. The top coaches still have push partners and mentors. Never stop thinking that you always need it. Like, once you stop growing, you're stopping yourself from achieving more. So intuitive, Courage to make a decision and take action. Basically stepping out of your comfort zone too, right? So if you aren't forming people in this business, if you aren't coming over those objections, or if you're not inviting people to the opportunity, you're not going to get to where you want to get to. Intentness, stay the course. Concentrate on your objective with steely resolve. So I think a lot of the times in this business, people can get discouraged because if they don't see that they're making a certain amount, or if they can't close people a certain amount of time, and they only give it a month, or they only try for 2 months or 3 months, and they don't see the results that they think they are supposed to get, they get discouraged, they want to quit, they want to give up, they kind of lack that motivation. And what you have to remember for yourself and for the people that you add to your team, you have to kind of remind them that this isn't, you're not going to lose 26 pounds or 25 pounds in 2 weeks. You're not going to earn $1 million in a year. It's not going to happen. You need to be consistent every single day, and little behaviors and actions every single day will get you to your end result. If you skip a day, you'll lose that momentum in your business. Just adding 5 people to your network and talking to 5 people and, inviting 2 people every single day is still steps towards where you want to get to. It may take you a little bit longer, but if you're doing it every single day, you're continuously growing your business and yourself, and helping more people, because that's the point of what we're doing. So now to the third tier. The first one is condition. So mental, moral, physical, moderation must be practiced. So with our fitness, right? You always want to be doing that every single day. If you aren't, then you're I have a lot of coaches don't do the workout programs. If you're not doing the workout programs, you're not demonstrating what a coach is supposed to be doing. You're not demonstrating the true meaning of what this business is all about. So you have to constantly be doing the behaviors you're telling everybody you're doing, and also your coaches will see through that if you aren't, which will make them kind of lack that motivation. They won't do it. Does that make sense? Okay. So also with mental, that comes back into like personal development as well. If you're not in the correct mindset, if you're in that negative mindset, it's going to come across the people that you're speaking with. So the next section. So we're still on, sorry, I don't want you guys to get confused. So now we're in the skill one right here, okay? Be able to execute all aspects of your job and keep learning. If you guys haven't heard me say, I think all of you guys have, if you go to the Team Beachbody site, go to the news and training, you go to the team ladder, that is where you should see what steps you should be taking every single day. If you're unfamiliar with something, you need to learn it. If you're at that stage, if you're a coach, it shows you what you should be doing every single day. And if you're Emerald coach, it shows you what you should be doing every single day. Whether it's starting to create your own team page or starting to create your own team calls or whatever it is, start your own groups and kind of move into a leadership role once you hit diamond. So it tells you what you need to be doing in different skill sets. Obviously, a coach and a diamond coach are going to start implementing different leadership skills and different skills in their business because they're at a different rung, different level of their business. So you need to understand the skill set in your business so that way you can start helping your coaches as well. So they know where they need to be in the business and what things that they have to be doing each day to reach their next goal, whether it's income or rank. So it kind of sets that benchmark. If you don't know what you have to be doing to reach a certain benchmark, obviously talk to me or your sponsor. Team spirit, an eagerness to sacrifice personal interests for the welfare of all. Obviously, that's all of us, right? We are all doing this together. I can't be successful without any of you. And really, you guys can't be successful without each other. You guys all contribute to each other's income, whether you realize it or not. Your volume is coming from anybody that signed up after you on this team. So if there's somebody in the team page that's struggling and I can't get to them right away because there's a lot of you, if you have time, obviously help answer their question. It's going to help you too. It's not just, I know that I had somebody, they're not a coach any longer, but they refused to help anybody else like on the team. Like if there was a question, she would kind of like lash out at them and like send them to somebody else. So don't do that. We're all a team, right? It's not just the person you signed up is your team. This is a big community. So make sure you're always trying to help anybody, even if they're not directly on your team that you personally sponsored. Obviously, I reach out to people that aren't just my personally sponsored coaches. Next thing. So now we're into the section with 2 boxes. Poise. Stay calm under fire. Avoid pretense or posturing. Just be yourself. So that I think relates to basically stepping out of your comfort zone. A lot of coaches in the beginning, and I had this too, I got over it pretty quickly, but it takes time for some people. But what other people think about you, what you're posting or what you're saying to people. I've had so many people that block me or say, what the heck are you doing? You're crazy. And you kind of just have to smile and be like, all right, have a great day. That's my mentality of it, because in the end, and if my business, right, if I do this every single day, in 3 to 5 years, I can have the life that I want to have. I get to stay home with my child, and nothing anyone says to me is going to change my mindset. I don't have a fear because that's what I want to do. I want to help people. So you kind of have to get over the haters in this business. Remember, 1 out of 20 people will go against the crowd. You're 1 out of 20 people. Those 19 other people are whispering in your ear all these different things that can kind of accumulate and build up. And you need to obviously do personal development and kind of have that mindset and kind of think of something that you're never going to give up on. Obviously, I'm never going to give up on Hayden and Rocky, right? So that's what I think about every single day, or when I'm discouraged, or when I'm just having a day where I'm not motivated. That's what I think about, and it kind of gets my gears going and saying, Amanda, you got to push yourself. Don't let negative comments or even family members. I have family members still say, why are you doing this? My own dad sometimes says it to me, like, but I just don't care, because a lot of people don't understand the power of this business. And obviously the older generation doesn't understand, especially with our economy too. Like, they just don't understand why we can just get out of school and have like this amazing job right away. So don't get discouraged is my point. It's hard to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what you really need to kind of help teach your coaches that it's okay, that those people in the end aren't going to matter. In 5 years, does it really matter? When you're living the life you want to live, do those people really matter truly, what their opinions were like before? No. They're not the ones paying your bills either. They're not the ones helping people. So don't let that affect your business or your goals of what you want to achieve. Next one, confidence. Kind of ties along. Proper preparation creates the right kind of confidence. So in this business, obviously it takes confidence, especially when we invite people to the coaching opportunity or a challenge group and someone says no to you. A lot of people get discouraged with a no. One day I sent out 50 invites, 50, literally from morning to night. Every single person said no that answered me, every single person. But I kind of went back and I looked at what I was saying and why I got no's. And some of it was because I was giving them too many details, or some of it was because I wasn't getting to know them and I wasn't building that trust with them. And instead of getting discouraged and saying, all right, I'm just giving up for a few days and kind of like regaining my confidence back, I kind of just smiled at myself and sent out 50 more invites. That's what I did. And I signed up 3 coaches. So, and you might think to yourself, like, that's a lot of work. But in the end, it's not. Like, that time you spend could turn into you getting to go on your dream. Like, one coach can potentially make you a lot of money, and change a lot of lives. You have to look at it and completely change your business. So you have to invest in every single person. That time you spend inviting somebody, and it might seem like hours and no one's answering you, is worth your time, and I promise you that. Okay, so the top: competitive greatness. Be at your best when your best is needed. Love the hard battle. So this all kind of ties into everything. You always want to make sure that, even obviously like in the struggles, you are always kind of on your A game, especially when you want people on your team, right? You need to have that everything, all of these characteristics. And like I said, where it says love the battle, you need to love that journey. You need to love, forming people and coming over their objections and make it fun to you. This shouldn't be something that you don't look forward to doing every day. Like, in the beginning, I didn't jump out of bed right away, and I wasn't super, obviously I wanted to work, but my thoughts were somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I need to stay home for Hayden. So my whole thought was like, I need to make money. And that wasn't the correct approach. I needed to enjoy the journey more and help people reach their goals, else I was never going to reach my goals, right? So the one side says patience, one side says faith. That's the whole basis of our business. You need to have patience in this business. I just listened to this old podcast from August, and one coach, she started in 2009, and she said she barely worked her business the first year. She made like $69 every single week, or maybe a little more here and there. Then the following year, she worked a little bit more, and she made like $200 a week. So now 2016, her paycheck is $55,000 a week by doing the exact same things we do every single day. But she said she had patience and she had faith in what she was doing, and she said she'd never give up on her family. And I think a lot of people, they get discouraged. Even their first year can get discouraged and say, like, I'm not making what I want to make, or I'm not helping as many people as I want to help. Don't get discouraged. And she basically said that she was kind of like a slow starter, and she needed to work on herself first before she can help other people. And once she figured out how to kind of put it all together, it just accumulated. But she said the biggest thing she tells her coaches is that she has patience in this, and they have to have patience, and you have to have self-belief in yourself, else you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve. If you aren't willing to be here in a year from now, you're not going to see the results you want to see. And I think I've told you guys that a million times. And that's every single day being consistent for at least doing 1 power hour or at least 30 minutes. You got to talk to people else. I was just talking to Becca about it. Basically, it's like a funnel, right? You're forming people, and there's tons of people at the top, right? And you're funneling to maybe a couple of people at the end that want to do this. If you stop talking to people, you're going to stop signing people up. You're going to stop. It's going to stop the momentum of your business and where you want to be. So I want to go into some, like, I know that's a little bit of detail. I want to like purchase this book for everyone, because that's how obsessed I am with this book. Let me I want to get to one of the sections. Okay, so now I'm kind of going to skip around to certain blocks that I discussed. Just because I like the way he words certain things. Sorry if I'm skipping around. I kind of want to like take out the basketball context. But he's for friendship, okay? It is wise for a leader to become friends with those under his supervision. Will friendship hinder correct decision making when hard choices are called for? I believe there are various kinds in disagreements of friendship based on a wide range of appreciations. We may have acquaintance with whom we are friendly because of a shared interest in politics or sports, others whose humor we enjoy, sorry, I don't want to read you all of this. The two qualities of friendship so important for a leader to possess and instill in the team members are respect and camaraderie. To me, those are the most noteworthy characteristics of true friendship as it pertains to leadership. Camaraderie is a spirit of goodwill that exists between individuals and members of a group. Think of how much you'll give when you ask to do something by someone you respect and whom you share camaraderie with. You'll give plenty, everything you've got. Those under your leadership will do the same if you show them this is part of yourself. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so when you're building your team, your friendships with your teammates, the people around you, your push partners, it's a huge, huge thing. You obviously want to enjoy the people that you're working with every single day and getting to know them. It kind of, for example, my first 2 months in this business, right? I want to give up so badly. It was because I wasn't consistent. I wasn't doing what I needed to do. I wasn't doing the 3 vital behaviors every single day. I was making so many excuses saying I didn't have time when I really did. I was being lazy. That's really, you want to look at it. I was being lazy. I was talking to 5 people a day, and Hayden was little, so she just slept. Now, she just runs and does a nap, okay? So I had tons of time then, right? But if it wasn't for Chelsea saying, not that she had to hold my hand. I don't want you to think that you need to hold anybody's hand and basically beg them to stay. Because that's, you got to look at it as you don't need anyone. You got to look at it as if it's not for them, you can't push them and force them to do it, right? But she was just a friend and reminded me of my why and my goal and was there for me. And I respected that, and I respect her as a leader. When I need her, she's there because I put in the work, and I do the things she tells me to do. So just remember that for future. If your teammates are asking for all this help, but they're not putting in what you're telling them to do, don't focus all your energy on them because you're wasting your time, really. They have to be giving you the same amount that you guys should both be giving the same amount of effort. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sorry, I'm a little off tangent. Loyalty. Loyalty is part of human beings' higher nature. It is also part of the nature of a great team and those who lead them. The power of loyalty is the reason I placed in the center of the pyramid's foundation. It is impossible to be a good leader without loyalty to your organization, your team. Just as it's impossible to be a good citizen without loyalty to your country. You must, of course, have the courage to be loyal to those you lead. Doing so is not always easy. It starts, however, with loyalty to yourself, your standards, your system, and your values. A leader who has loyalty in the leader whose team I wish to be a part of, and so do others. People do not arrive at your doorstep with loyalty. It comes when those you lead see the experience that your concern for their interests and welfare goes beyond simple calculating what they can do for you, how you can use them to your advantage. I believe most people, the overwhelming majority of us, wish to be in an organization whose leadership cares about them, provides fairness and respect, dignity, and consideration. Do so when you find loyalty and abundance from those you lead. You will find yourself in charge of an organization that will not waffle in the wind. You will find a group of individuals who will stay committed even when things get tough. So I think that's a huge, huge part of our business. We're all a team, and you never want to look for your advantage, right? once you have a team of people that are working for a goal, your goals really after Diamond, you can't reach them. You can reach them. I want to word this correctly for you guys. You have to help the people that you put onto your team reach their goals, their interests, what they want to achieve, right? If they only want to be a discount coach, you can't push them to be a diamond coach. If they only want to be a diamond coach, you can't push them for 1-star, 2-star if they don't want to be a leader. The whole point is you can't focus you can explain your goals to them, right? Like obviously I tell you guys I want to be an elite coach. That's a goal I have. But I can't sit there and try to force every single person if they don't want to achieve a certain goal, right? So I always ask you guys, like, what are your goals so I can help you reach them? That's what you want to do for your team. Does that make sense? I wish I could word that a little differently, but your goals no longer matter once you hit diamond. It's your teammates' goals that matter, and you have to put them before yourself. So I hope that makes sense. What other one did I want to go over? Self-control. Okay, I just want to go over like main ones that I think really relate and will help your business. Self-control, getting to the top. Even once you're there, staying there may say is even more difficult. My own experience is that both getting there and staying there present unique challenges to you. Either requires great self-control. Control of self is essential for consistency in leadership and team performance. I view consistency as a trademark of true competitor and effective leader. Self-control is necessary in all areas. The choices you make in your personal life affect your professional life. They are not two separate entities, and leaders who act as if they are will likely bring difficulties upon themselves. To be a true leader requires credibility and consistency in one's actions, and this is hard to achieve when you lack self-control. It starts with control of your emotions, but it also extends to having the resolve to resist the easy choice, the solution, and at times temptation in its various and altering forms. Self-control is little things that lead to control bigger things. For example, actually I won't go into that. I want to go over one more before we run out of time. Intentness is the last one I'll go over. Intentness is important as any single block in my pyramid. He goes on to describe, without it, you will fade and quit. I choose the word intentness to convey diligence and determination and resolve persistence. All these traits are present in great leaders. And what is so remarkable is that when intentness exists in you, it also exists in your organization. Unfortunately, the reverse is also true. A leader lacking intentness will find himself or herself leading a team intent on giving up. Intentness also implies a firm resolve to stay the course over the long term rather than meandering all over the place in bursts of short-lived activity. Intentness keeps you in the game even when others tell you the game is over. The game is over only when the leader declares it. Good things take time, usually lots of time. Achieving worthwhile goals requires intentness. There are setbacks, losses, unexpected rivals, hardships, and bad luck. Does the fight continue? The team will look to you for the answer. So basically that you don't want to lose that momentum in your business. Everyone's going to have those bad days, bad weeks, bad months. You as a leader need to motivate your team and let them know it's okay, but with patience, faith, time, they can overcome that. But you have to kind of instill that into your coaches to be a great leader. Let me unmute you. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording so I can answer any questions for you.